February 16, 2023, patch 2.4 eFootball. I know what everybody's thinking. Is it going to be Master League? Is it going to be co-op? Is it going to be edit mode? Well, it is right here. Let's just focus on the fact that in spring, we're going to get player skill. I prefer player position. Additional player contract renewal, way to obtain them. Okay. And then for 2023 summertime, April, when everybody's player will expire, if you got your players in April last year, that's pretty much April. So by the time you want to renew the progression points, your players will expire, especially the players that you got in April last year. I mean, let's put a little bit of a hint of positivity, I suppose. Can't compare it to PES. I mean, at the moment, we're kind of getting a little bit, what's the word? It's like they've given us the basics that we had on PES, and we're excited about it on eFootball. Weird. But to answer most people's question, Master League, co-op, edit mode, blah, blah, blah. I mean, when they state the date, they don't deliver on time. So if they say in the future, Susan, can we have that edit? When it says 3 years later. Yeah, put that on YouTube. Okay. Right. Now, my problem with this is cross-platform compatibility between console and mobile. Hey, I ain't hating mobile gamers, but I don't want to play against mobile gamers. I mean, this game is hardly next gen that I'm playing it on PS5. I have a picture of imagination in my head. I'm sitting on a chair, controller, upright, focus playing, and there's Jacob doing a number 2, sitting in a toilet with a mobile, 5 megabyte internet, and I'm gonna have to play against, no. There has to be an option to turn that off. So now that answered your question about the Master League and co-op and edit, that gets cast almost every single day. I want to talk about packs, new players, etc. This is mainly about what's new, slight changes, and of course, gameplay patch. But in a way, I mean, I've literally posted about kind of everything that you need to know. If you quickly go through it with this one, I think you guaranteed you get Romario. I think you get all 3 of them. I'm not sure. But if you get Romario, train him right, really. Top 5 strikers in the game. So, okay, never mind. Yeah, these are the new stuff that added. Obviously, these 3 strikers. I would say Forlan is a good creative striker with passing, but no first-time finishing and no acrobatic finishing. Nah. I like his hair, though. Low can be good. And then you got the offline, the match passes. Just like any big update that happens. More packs. But the positive side of it, you get free legends now. You get shitloads of good players. This is not the best nominating contract, I would say, apart from Verratti, if I'm talking about what's effective in the game. If you want to dominate with 80% win ratio in Div 1, but just Verratti, really, in my opinion. With this one, yeah, I would say Felix, 100% game changer. This guy, Modaruk, whatever his name is, looks good. Doesn't have a face, though. And Zabitzer, and also Sommer. Just a quick review. Mexican League, and we have a new feature now. You can actually bulk buy the packs. So you can do 10 packs at once, and you save 100 coins. And we have new managers. And then we got 3 more players added to the list. Could be all right. Player of the week, whole player Pedri, I got my eyes on you. And then the update, we spoke about it. And now we have player overall rating boosted. I can only talk about the ones that has been upgraded. Some of them been downgraded. If you check the player list, if you go to contract standard player list, you will see the amount of players being downgraded. Salah's actually been downgraded. Some of them, they're not being downgraded from 5-star. It's just their player value, GP-wise, they're being downgraded. So it's good to see some players getting a little bit of a boost, like the Roma Zauliski. Hakimi is now, well, Hakimi was 5-star. Overall rating, yeah, +1. Lookman. And more. And Gavi is now freaking 5-star. It's like a bad version of Pedri. It's still good. And of course, we have a little trailer for it in the game as well. Pretty sure it is in the game, right? Yeah, it is. Hold on. Season info. Boom. That's the trailer. Looks eye. You go Hazard. The legend one is younger. Photo-wise looks nice. Real name plus photo, a few points better on non-position game proficiencies. Correct. Some of the cosmetics, really. And of course, there are new boots, new player cards, new commentary stuff, new stadiums, new balls. I believe these are kind of new stuff as well. But my focus, as I said, is on the gameplay patch, mainly. So, what else is new here? Yep, the campaign, as we spoke about it. But also, we have... What else we got? Node patches. Yeah. We also got this thing here. It's like a filter within the game, like in your squad. I would prefer to see my player status. How many matches played, how many appearances, how many goals. Again, these are basic. They're slowly added into eFootball. But this one is missing filter by league. I know what you're saying. You can filter by league when you play a league event. I mean, the theme of the game, it's league than international most of the time. What if I want to make a squad by league? Outside the league event. Not that important. Not that important. So now let's dive into what's more important for me. The node patches. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, additional find match, authentic. Now, of course, for those of you on YouTube, I'll link all these in the video description. You can check it out. Again, a little bit cosmetic, special list contract. User can sign multiple players at once. Right here. Dribbling. Significantly improved dribbling response, especially in slow motion situation. Look, man, if you face anybody from top 500, they either pass, or run with the ball into a space. Hardly anybody dribbles. Sometime when I know I have my opponent in my pocket, I might go Joga Bonito and Skillen, but beyond that, nobody's going to risk it. So, just like many other node patches we've spoke about it, honestly, a lot of time it just looks on paper. Like, remember when they said players with higher defensive awareness will have a faster reaction to the ball? That only lasted a couple of days. I intercept the ball with Nesta. Nesta freezes. Mbappe steals the ball again. And Mbappe perfectly wins the ball. Like, his tackling, his ball winning, his aggression is terrible. Nesta has all that. Never mind. Implemented mid-dribble shield command. Input to that shield can only be performed when a player... All I care about for people not to be able to abuse the shield command. When they foul you, not getting fouled. Pass and adjustment to mid-dribble kick input are more responsively... What? Hey, man, if I correct somebody's pronunciation and spelling, that's a big fucking deal, because I'm terrible with that. Responsively... What? Moving on. Kick input, just performance control. Some kick will be more. Do you know what, dude? In my opinion, we should come back to the node patches after playing 10 games. How about that? Yeah. Now everything just looks good here. Implement an adjustment so that players with acrobatic finishing will now perform acrobatic shot more frequently. Adequate scenario encasement. The thing is, acrobatic finishing is important. It's not only for like bicycle kicks, but they could score a goal when they're in a completely off balance as well. Same thing with first time finishing. Most of you guys tell me if a player doesn't have first time finishing, will always take a touch and then finish. Well, a lot of time player has first time finishing, still takes a freaking touch. Implement adjustments so appropriate shooting motion will be selected to guard. Again, they all look nice on paper. Next one. Part 2 of 4. Traps. Implement an adjustment to the ball motion. Previously, players were more in slow manner after taking a touch. Yeah, well, that also depends. You saw a lot of things people blame delay online. It happens offline too. Like when I play against Legendary AI, a stupid, silly, weak team, Legendary AI, my Messi suddenly can't fucking turn. Implement adjustment, allocate the issue when controlling a sudden ball. Common players will take excessively heavy touch, even if a dash command is not performed. Okay? Fix the issue with teammates who are forward, receive a short, make them be able to control the ball properly. Defense. Speed and defense. Somebody did say defense is even more auto. Do you want to know my opinion? Most games I'm on elite. I have amazing AI positioning. A lot of time I don't even need to do anything. I move a player using matchup. If my opponent is passing, block the passing lane. My player does that contextual block, just like if he were stopping across as well. But a lot of times when I'm really not on the lead or I'm getting fucking dominated, when I depend on my legend players because, it's pay to win, right? Many times I block the passing lane. The player does not do that contextual block. So if he doesn't do it, you know what I mean? So for me, the momentum overcomes everything in a way. And that's the most annoying part for me this year. I think they went even too far if I compare it to my club as well. Or have you played those matches where every time you're trying to block the passing lane, the ball goes between your players' legs? Like they don't even respond. They don't do that contextual block. Or even if you try to intercept. Wait, did I hear about something about crossing? Fix the issue with tackle may be triggered in a red instead of a shoulder charge input was performed. Near block upcoming ball. Previously, your player not be able to block incoming cross despite being in an adequate position. I don't... See, the thing is for me when it comes to that, it's really... A lot of time is situational as well, right? I have examples about everything. I might not be fucking top 10, but I experiment a lot, right? I'll give you an example. Here's a crossing situation, right? Now, watch how I'm going to position bacon power. Now, this is nothing advanced. It's the basics in the game. I ain't going to put it on a pedestal so I look awesome, okay? Not to insult anybody's no. This is the absolute basic, right? Watch. Move bacon power. Time it. I press nothing. I'm not even holding jockey. Watch. Contextual block. So a lot of time, if your player doesn't do that, just like your Nesta does not jump, your Koulibaly does not jump over freaking Insigne, these are like you have your AI on zombie mode. It balances out the game, especially when you play against a weaker team sometimes or somebody who never passed Division 4 in Div 1. I feel that momentum too much. Kind of at the balanced playfield. They spoke about it themselves before as well. I think when they showcased PES 19, they spoke about the balance, but this is what I'm talking about. It's like a lot of time you do the same thing. You time it perfectly, and yet still doesn't work. Just an example, right? Just an example. All right, what's the next one? Third. AI implemented to the position of players in defense situations so that when increasing attack and defense level, players will start applying pressure to the opponent higher up the pitch. In a way, this is good when people time waste because, listen, man, especially last week because of eFootball Open, everybody was pro. And what I mean by that, I don't mean like a pro player being a pro, okay, but every single opponent, even people, no disrespect to anybody who never made it to Div 1, by the way, enjoy the journey. It's like taking a red pill and a blue pill. Would you take a red pill and I'm going to put you on rank 1 right now? Or would you take the blue pill and I give you 150,000 coins, start all over again, create your team and play? Most of you probably take the red pill without any effort so you can just say I'm rank 1. I've noticed that in a way. It's like the whole esports scene make everybody just go unnecessarily super try hard, if you know what I mean. So most of the games that I was getting dominated, scores early, go blue, time waste, especially going blue. The only time people say going blue is tactics when they always do it. If I scored a goal at minute 10 and play the whole match on blue, problem is if I do it against you, you wouldn't like it. But when they do it as tactics, yeah. Team playing style, position game, and out wide so that there are more support. Oh, don't do this to me, man. Now I'm gonna have to test position game and out wide playing style again. I can't help myself. We were supposed to be doing esports series, you know? Implemented adjustment to team playing style, position game, and out wide so that there are supporting players in position. Receive passes from the ball holder, which contributes to smoother passing and play attack. Okay. Implement adjustments to the players who look to jump behind the defense. But then a lot of games, like my strikers with 90 offense awareness, just mirror in the opposition defense so they can be marked easy. I'm telling you, the momentum in the game is so fucking strong. A lot of games you're fighting against the human, the legendary AI compared to your zombie AI, or other way around. You know, the game is the same. It's for you and against you. Adjustment scenarios with multiple players on attack. See, the thing is, with the red mentality, now is saying is OP, a lot of people play the whole game on red. And that kind of reminds me of the last month on my club. It was just an aggressive ping pong feast, you know? So does that mean red mentality is more OP now? I guess we'll find out. But again, I would like to go through this maybe in a couple of days more time, because I want to play. I'm not going to read all that. If you guys want me to, I can link you up. Most of you guys seen it. Those of you guys on YouTube, I put the link in the description. There's no point going through it because a lot of times, almost with every patch, I go through these notes. Gotta play it first. General fixes apply to what? Bugs shown below. Application, right, okay. So, for those of you guys who already played a lot of games, what could you tell me? Sorry if I missed anything in chat. Back to you. I noticed crossing is easier. Well, of course it's gonna be easier. If you are a listen, if you are a kid or a casual, right? If you are a kid or a casual, what do you do when you pick up a football game? Do you learn how to do trigger run, decoy run, freaking 1-2 pass, third man run, dribbling, trapping the ball, creative passing? No, you're just gonna run on the flank and whack a cross with Salah's weak foot. You know what I mean? So, if you don't dominate occasionally, you're not gonna play. You're not gonna buy coins. So, they're trying to sell the game to everybody, man. Of course, cross is gonna be effective. There are about 7 ways to cross properly. 7 ways, even more. So when somebody crosses with Salah's weak foot, a simple circle cross with Salah's weak foot, right? Even Salah's strong foot is not a good crosser. That shit fucking triggers me, man. And then you get people, let me give you an example. If I cross with Salah's weak foot and a cross goes bad, Jacob would tell me, well, you crossed on Salah's weak foot, get good. But if I cross with Salah's weak foot, this time the cross goes pinpoint like Beckham and I cross, this time he wouldn't say anything. What's happening, Trini? Seb doesn't know yet though, Tommy. I don't know what. What'd I miss? Hold on, there's a lot of things going on. Play 10 plus more games, feel more arcade. Expected. Movement, response, writing, animation. I mean, they're going to implement mobile versus console. Auto-blocking, someone else said that as well. I think it was Vaz. Works around the board for me with that kind of football game is striving for. Stamina feels like drained quicker and volley work seem better. You know, somebody did say it feels like FIFA. You know, like on FIFA, everybody hits the volley like Prime Zidane. Slow dribbling feels sharper and easier to turn, though passing is more accurate. The thing is, Nikos, I get it, dude. Most of us, majority of us, like to use things they like. It's called Dream Team. We create a team based on our dream, players we like. If you only use players who are only the players who are meta, if you only play meta pattern, you're just kind of you're just doing what works in the system. Everybody wants to win. So dribbling being smoother, it means nothing in terms of facing a guy in top 500. You don't face them that often, but... Someone said Super Cancel nerfed to death. There's no Super Cancel on mobile. It's happening, boys. I'm gonna retire soon. Some people might think I'm not a positive person. Well, I got news for you. I am simply not gonna give you the false sense of positivity. You timed that right, Susan. Thank you. Even the light precision. How's it going, my man? Dude, that chicken sandwich was so full, I didn't even have dinner. My impression is that they've made the dribbling so fast and responsive needs adaptation, I think. Because like on Speed Plus 2, defense has been improved for match that dribbling. So it's a bit more assist in defense. So what you're saying, the new meta is not going to be pass, pass, pass or run with the ball? Are you saying if I play position game and if I become creative with my passing and wrong foot my opponent with smooth dribbling, I'm going to dominate? And a guy with pass support 1 just randomly whacking a fucking pass into my defense, 1 against 3, he gets the ball, whacks out of nowhere on a wrong foot. He's not going to dominate? I like the sound of it. Yo, Cambi, how's it going, brother? Dribbling is more effective. Well, I guess we'll find out. Cambi, I did not play, man. I did not play. I have to say, this year, in my 8 years streaming, this year I have took the most times off. It was a mix between, let's just say mentally, I was in a good place. So we're still in Div 2, Cambi. Once we get Div 1, if the offer is still there, the challenge is still active, my friend. Let's just hope tonight we go bang, bang. You still use pass support too? I am. But now I want to try position game and out wide, though. I shouldn't because we're doing we're doing an esports series, you know what I mean? I shouldn't be doing that, but I don't know. Maybe I put it to the vote for you guys. Shall we try out wide in position or shall we just nah? What else did I miss? I like this update. It doesn't seem as broken as before. Moonseeker, okay? Play this update for 3 days, minimum 30 matches, and then tell me your opinion. For a lot of people, this could be one of those Thursdays, just easily spanks everybody. You played offline and you enjoyed it. Why wouldn't you? It's not on a patch note, but stamina consumption has been increased significantly. Well, that is fucking good, right? You got 5 fucking subs. Do you know how much it fucking triggers me when a silly tire player fucking catches me? And I can prove to you a lot of things with freaking examples, dude. As I said, I might not be fucking top 10. I know it makes sense that you're going to listen to a top 10 guy who's more positive. Let's take this for an example. Right? Pay attention who made the run first. Right? Kaká's already making a run. Okay? Now, that defender he's a standard card defender. And his Rangers center back, standard maxed out. Probably Precision will know what his speed and acceleration is. Kaká came on minute 70. That defender played the whole fucking match. Okay? With quick counter. Even if Kaká was a meter behind him, Kaká's speed and acceleration off the ball, even on the ball, should smoke that fucking guy. I want you to pay attention. And by the way, before Jacob says get good, run with super cancel, which they put it on a pedestal called a special run, I was running with super cancel. And I always take a kind of slight U-turn. I don't go directly for the ball, just to be sure. Pay attention how that defender accelerates, right? It's just a boost of acceleration. It's like a skip frame. That's enough for smoke my Kaká. Watch. Right, watch. Boom. Right? Look, man, one-on-one, he's stronger. We'll probably dismantle Kaká. But catching me comfortably? Are you telling me now when I put a fast player on minute 70 against a slow, tired defender, stamina matters? Well, that fucking depends. That fucking depends, bro. Hellander, fuck off, mate. He's the slowest defender at Rangers. Thank you. Thank you. This is bullshit, dude. It's bullshit. Right? Right? You don't need to be fucking 90% win ratio to read bullshit. Just because you can overcome certain things, you beat the game better, it does not mean certain thing doesn't exist, Captain Positive. You shouldn't catch him, man. The fact that Kaká came on minute 70 as well. Never mind a slow defender, but fucking tired slow defender. That fucking acceleration, that really pissed me off. Alright. I don't believe in luck, but you guys do. Can you wish me some luck so I can get... I've never...